When Kanye Bao said that men will leave you in the desert without no water, she meant it, okay? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl SMM and I'm back again with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, hey sweetheart, and if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Smarties gang. You know that we get to fly high with Smarties right here. Guys, hi again and welcome back to yet another video. This is actually a story time on how he betrayed me. Actually, a story time on how he left me in the desert without water, okay? Like, who does that? I think I really need to say this before we get any further with this video. If you feel like the quality of my camera is not giving, please just blame it on my friend, because now it's a screen protector and I was like, can I do it by myself? And now I genuinely feel like the way the screen protector was put, especially towards the camera, it's hindering the camera to be actually fully clear. But I actually don't want to remove it before I actually get another screen protector, so I just apologize for that. And I really do hope that the quality is okay for you, because I feel like it's not okay for me, guys, to get me through this story time, because the tea is about to the tea is about what? The tea is strong, you know. And to get me through all of that, I'll be sipping on some Coke. It's actually a no sugar Coke. And I also made this beautiful bowl of food, guys. It's actually, I know my morojo looks a lot. Yes, guys, I love morojo. I love morojo. And I also paired it with my bele. Last night, my brother was cooking and I was like, can you please make my bele? And he was like, oh, but my bele. And then I decided, you know what, for tomorrow's story time that I'm filming, I'm actually gonna cook myself my bele and morojo. So that's exactly what will be taking us through the video. And without further ado, guys, let's get right into the video. Okay, before we start, let me just grab some energy. And by the way, guys, for me to make this mabele recipe, I actually got it from my baby cousin. Shout out to her. So mabele, you take your mabele, and then after you take that, after you like put it in the warm water and then it starts cooking, you just put a little bit of vinegar and then you put like a little bit of sugar to actually make it nicer. And then yes, for my morojo, I just have like onion. I chopped some onion in there, and then I put some garlic and ginger, and then I also put tomato sauce. It slaps, okay? It slaps, and you need to try it. So before we go any further, let me just grab some energy, okay? It's busting. It's busting. So guys, for the sake of the video, let's call this guy Sianugeng. Let's call him Sianugeng. You know why? Because he took me to the river and the river didn't have any water, okay? Sianugeng, that's his name for the video. So I met this guy during one time we were having a performance. Remember that I'm a dancer. We are having a performance. So for this performance, we were like booked for that performance, and then they wanted like extra people to actually come and join us for the performance, so that we have like a large group of dancers, right? Okay, no sharp. So this guy was one of the guys who were picked to actually be part of the massive performance that we were having for this other radio station around here in Bots, okay? So I met this guy there and he was a really cool gent, you know, and I'm one person who's very jolly. Like, if you know me, I really like interacting with everyone and stuff like that. So yeah, I was just, you know, mingling with everyone. I mean, of course I came with my dance group that we were actually performing with. I get it, like the base of where I'm actually dancing. So I came with them and we met with those guys, and we just like mingling, interacting with people. And for the person that I am, I also like making connections for myself, talking with everyone. And that's exactly what I was doing by then. We had rehearsals prior to the performance, because remember that it was us and other people. So we actually had to prepare something for the performance, right? And obviously we had rehearsals. So obviously this meant that during rehearsals, I got to see these people more often. I got to get to know them and stuff like that. And by getting to know them, it meant that I also got to discover the fact that this guy went to my current school. Like where I'm currently schooling, he actually went there. Sianukeng schooled at my school. And I was like, wow, God really works in mysterious ways, because imagine meeting someone in the industry and they actually come from where you schooled at, right? Okay, good vibes, everything is just flowing, everything is beautiful. And then the performance came, we killed the performance as usual. The directors of the show loved it. Like, we killed the performance, guys. Like, that's what we always do, okay? We come, eat, kill the performance, and we make the people happy and we get paid, okay? That's exactly what happened. I mingled with the people, I exchanged numbers, I started talking to the people and stuff like that. And obviously this guy, he's also one of those people that I got to exchange numbers with. Personally, I like making connections for myself. And when I see potential talent, now I will approach you. One thing about me, I will approach you, talk to you, be like, hey yo, can we collaborate, make a video, dance together, things like that. And he just happened to be one of those people that I approached on that level. So in fact, I had Sianukeng's number, I had this other Han's number. I think they were the only two people who were actually outsourced for this particular performance. So I had both of their numbers. I had took them at the end of the performance. I was like, I need to work with these people on a personal level without, being engaged by a certain company or us being put together by this certain performance. I think he's like 4 years older than me, if not 5. I'm currently 23. I think he's turning 28. But thing is, he really has a tiny body, so you wouldn't even notice he's like that old or something like that. Well, he's not that old, but I mean, like, you get it. We actually choreographed something together, and then we posted the video on our socials, and the video did well. It was just a very cool choreography that we did together. People liked it. The song that we danced to by that time, it was actually the song of the time. And yeah, no, we killed it. We ate it and people loved it. I loved the choreo as well. I loved the work that we did for that particular time. And obviously we were always rehearsing prior to that, so I got to know him a little even more, discover the kind of person that he is. And I think I must say that one of the red flags that I realized, when you're working with someone, and they always want their sort of like that dance moves to prominate more, to be more prominent in the dance video that you guys are making. And then it's like, okay, you sit back and you wonder, okay, what actually did I put into this? And you look back and you're just like, I put literally 2 moves into this. So it's gotta be like the whole thing is copyrighted to you as an individual, but nearly 2, and we were working on this thing together. You feel me? Like that's the energy that I was getting from him. But I feel like it's something that I just ignored, because also as a creative, I'm also open to people, showing me what they have, and I like contributing. But then it's like, okay, sure, give me space to actually contribute. Like, don't want to be the star of the whole thing that we're both trying to work on. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, that's just how I felt. And it's just something that I put to the side, and I was like, you know what, let me just put this to the side. At the end of the day, we created something really nice and massive, and I guess people will like it. Let us get to where things actually started going down. Guys, it was a relationship based off work. There was nothing lovey-dovey going on. No, I keep my things professional the whole freaking time, and I feel like that's really one thing that's destroying a lot of creatives, not only in Botswana, but also around the whole world. Like, you need to keep your things professional. If you're working with someone, let it be work. If you have a feeling for your co-date or your co-worker, but to destroy that, because it's going to actually kill the working relationship that you guys have. It's not going to be the same. So if you have a feeling and you don't confess it to that person, just keep it to yourself, because at the end of the day, you need to keep in mind you have a working relationship with that person. And if you allow feelings to come inside, child, work is work, and there is no room for lovey-dovey stuff. Please, Work is work, and let work be kept like that. Period. Work is work. Let's keep it like that. There was actually no point in our working relationship where he gave me vibes of, oh, I like you or whatever. No, there was none of that, okay? There was none of that. We kept things professional. And even if he did like me at some point, or even if I liked him at some point, it just didn't happen, okay? It just didn't happen. But still, he betrayed me. He took me to the desert and left me with no water.
Man will leave you in the desert without water.
Okay? He took me to the river, and there was no water at the river. Child, and there will be no water. So keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open.
Anywhoosies, we both followed each other on all socials. Facebook, no, not Facebook actually, but Instagram. We followed each other there, and we had each other's numbers. Working relationship, right? Cool. So if you've watched some of my vlogs before, you've actually seen me doing balloon decor and stuff like that. So most of the balloon decor that I do is actually for my mom's NGO events. My mom has a non-governmental organization called Walk of Hope Botswana. I'm gonna leave the name here. Please guys, visit the page, see the work that she does. Like the page, show her some love, show her some support, because my mommy is doing the most. So my mom was having an event, and then she was like, okay, my baby, I want to engage you in this event as a performer. I'm just always engaging you as like a decor kind of person and stuff like that. So now I want to engage you as a performer, and you come and perform at my event. And I was really excited, guys. I don't want to lie. I was really excited because I was like, finally I get to perform at one of my mom's events. And mind you, my mom's events always have one of the ministers or someone from an important, office in this country, like a minister, just like important people, guys. Important people always come to my mom's events because that's the kind of people that she works with. Like, she's just fully committed to actually having a better Botswana, because slogan for her NGO is a better child, a better Botswana. So you cannot try and create a better Botswana if you are actually not working with the people who are leading Botswana towards being better. So that's why she always have like ministers and stuff like that. So I was really excited. Like, I mean, imagine having to perform in front of the minister. I was like, this is actually a great opportunity for me to engage my friend in this so that we can actually go and perform together, right? So I tell him, hey yo bro, this is an opportunity. It came up, mama is having an event, so say I'd like to engage you in this event, so we go perform together. And honestly, I considered him first based off the chemistry that we have when we work, and also the kind of vibe that my mom wanted us to bring to the event. I was just like, this is the right person for it based off the past work that we had done together. Okay, no, sure, sharp. And mind you guys, Sanu King is a very committed person, because I remember during the times when we used to create content for our social media platform. Yes, all right, we used to meet up and rehearse and actually film these videos, and we were so committed, guys. Like, we would come on time for our rehearsals, even if it meant us pouring petrol. No, okay, by then I had my own car. Oh, my brother's car, which was my car. Yeah, so like, we were committed, guys. He would come on time for our rehearsals. I would come on time. We would drive to the venue. Like, that's the level of commitment that we had towards creating content for our social media platforms. Like, imagine having to get petrol just to go and rehearse, to shoot a video, to put up on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. That's another level of commitment. So those were one of the reasons why I chose him to be one of the people that I want to work with for my mom's event, okay? Keep your eyes open. I honestly feel like I'm really struggling to have this thing of eating and talking at the same time. I'm struggling, but we'll survive, okay? Oh, this food is good. My mom is like, make your quotations and send them to me so that I can process your payments. sharp, we do exactly that. We start rehearsing. We were actually rehearsing at one of his friends' place, and by then I wasn't driving, so I would meet up with him, and then we either go there, buy his car, or we walk there or whatever. I think we rehearsed for like 2 days straight, and then on the last day of rehearsal, when the show was tomorrow, he received a call. During the rehearsal, he received a call, and obviously, I mean, it's your phone, you gotta pick it up. And then he picked up his phone, and then I think he was actually looking for opportunities to go and study outside the country. So you know very well that our time zones are different. So I overheard in the call, and the person was telling them, what time can we be able to have like this online interview with you? And then he was like, yeah, no, tomorrow around this time would be fine. And mind you, the next day is the day of the event, right? And yeah, no, he was telling the person, we can have the interview tomorrow around this time, I'll be free. In my head, I was just like, it's an online interview, it's nothing, it probably won't take time or whatever. Plus, he hadn't communicated this with me. Mind you, I was overhearing on the call, he's actually having an interview to further his studies on the next day, and the next day is the day of the show. Okay, no, sharp, we continue with the rehearsal after his call. Everything is cool. I mean, he's not telling me anything. He's not communicating anything with me. Yada, yada. I mean, he had no right to also. I don't want to put that on him. But I honestly feel like, guys, there's no feelings. He had no right to tell me about that. It was his business and it was his choice not to tell me. The day of the event comes, which is the next day. And the next day, mind you, he's also having the online interview with the school that he possibly wants to go to. Okay, no, sharp. So now I go to the event earlier. I mean, it's my mom's event and I'm always there early because I'm either doing the decor or there's just always something to do. At the end of the day, she's my mommy, so I need to be there on time to help her out with stuff and all of that. And actually, that event was one of the most critical events that we had because my mom had a lot on her plate. So it was like the first person that everyone was getting to was me. I got there at the venue, and to show you how deep it was, my mom was not even there because she was busy with other things. So everyone is just getting to me, you know, and I'm busy trying to organize my balloons and my decor for her. And I'm also dealing with other things there. And I also have to deal with another man who needs to be on time for the performance. So we had a call time and we had agreed, no, you're going to come at this time. Guys, the call time passes and this guy's not even here. People start arriving at the event. The minister arrives. The event starts. Guys, okay, I dress up, the event starts. This guy is not even communicating, zero, nothing, whatever. So in my head, I'm like, I know he's having an online interview right now, right? And it's probably being delayed because these online things, it's not like you're the only person who's having the interview on that day, you know? When you're having an online interview, especially with schools that you probably want to go to, they're probably interviewing 30 of you guys on the very same day. So if you're asked to log in at like 5 into the interview, it's not like the meeting or the interview is going to happen at exactly 5 because there are either 5 people in front of you and they just need to make sure, no, Seanu Keng got online for the meeting on time. And it's not like your interview is gonna start then. No, it's not gonna start then. It's gonna start after a certain time because there are other people in front of you waiting to be interviewed just like you. The event started at around 7 because the minister who was attending the event that time was actually out of the country, so he was flying in, he was flying back in, and then the event started like at around 7 based off the time when he was landing. The performance like performance on all this on the program because he is not there yet, and my hope is no, he will come. And girl, what hope am I leaving on? Because this man is not even texting me or anything like that. Like, I just had hope, I just had faith. And mind you, the Bible says that faith is the hope of things which are not seen. So I was just having the faith and the hope, you know what, this man will arrive anytime. But mind you, by that time, he is not even communicating with me. So let's talk about my faith. It's so great. I'm just having the faith and nothing is going to happen. Guys, my mom is asking me, Nana, what's going on? Are we going to have you guys perform or what? And mind you guys, For this performance, I literally had to go and buy a certain skirt that I had to dance with. I had to buy that skirt based off what we had rehearsed. We were actually going to perform 4 songs and they were meshed together. And it was like a very beautiful thing that we had put together. Hey. Guys, Nagoyacha, the minister, Kore Raja, we ate, we had drinks, everything was done. And this guy was not even there. And mind you, he's not even communicating with me. Wait, so he texted me and he's like, I'm outside. I go outside. And inside, the event is done, guys. The event is done. It's finished. The event is finished and it's just one of those moments where people are inside and they're mingling, you know, stakeholders, different stakeholders that have been invited to the event, they're mingling with each other. Everyone is just mingling, right? Here, mind you, this event was happening at Crystal Lodge. And he's like, then I go outside. Guess what? I find him and he's seated by one of the, like it's part of the building, so it's just something there. And he's seated there and he's wearing exactly what we needed to wear for the performance. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, no, he really had this outfit on for the interview as well, because it was sort of like formal. It was just a shirt and black pants and stuff, because you also need to look proper for online things. The minister walked out, okay? He walked out and I was with this guy, and then he was like, and then I had to say, Erra, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate your support. The minister. And the minister has a reference of who I am because I'm always giving speeches at my mom's events. So even on that particular day, I was giving a speech at my mom's event. And he just knows me. He just knows, no, this one. In my head, I assume the minister is assuming this is probably my boyfriend or stuff like that. So in Nakanya, Mugai, explain yourself, what's going on? Guys, this guy tells me that his car had a tire puncture and he literally had to rush to the event with a cab. But in my head, I'm like, okay, no, sharp. If you had a tire puncture, you know that I drive. You know, even today, I'm driving. Why didn't you tell me to come and pick you up at wherever the tire puncture had happened? Or why didn't you text me, call me, text something? Why didn't you do something to tell me you are having a problem and you are going to be late? Guys, because Seanoking didn't text me, Seanoking didn't SMS, call me, nothing. I messaged, nothing. He did nothing. So he was lying. Guys, I swear to you guys, he was lying when he said that he had a tire puncture, because you're coming here right now and you're saying you had a tire puncture, but your hands look crystal clean. It's not like you were handling the tires or anything. Your outfit looks absolutely clean, and you come here, your mood is low. Like, the person who should be having a low mood here is me right now. But when you come here with your mood is low, and you're not even trying to fully explain yourself what happened. And mind you, some lady called Tato and my friends also had attended the event, and I had told them about this, what was going on. And they were like, he's lying. He is lying. He left you in the desert with no water. Like, you can't perform this piece alone. He left you, honey, and there's absolutely nothing that you can do. Okay? And then I say to him, let's go inside so you at least go and tell Mama what's happening and stuff like that. And he's like, no. And I'm like, what? No. You can't go inside and tell my mom why you late for a performance that she's actually paying you for. Like, I feel like that's how disrespectful at times artists can be, especially in my country, because it's like they don't really take this thing very, very seriously as some of us do. And he's like, no, I can't go inside. And I'm like, okay, no, sharp, wait here. I get what, you came with the cab, you're not driving, wait here, now let me go and sort everything else out inside. And obviously I had to go and tell my mom what's going on. He's outside. He's not even willing to come here and apologize. Like, literally zero, nothing. And guys, I swear to God, this actually showed that this man was lying. Like, this was just like a confirmation. He was lying, because also his story wasn't adding up. I swear, he doesn't even go inside to tell my mom anything. And I was like, you know what? Impitile, this guy is older than me. He's very older than me, 4 or 5 years older than me, but he's literally acting the way not even a 5-year-old would act. Because I swear to God, a 5-year-old will break. If that kid is taught right, that kid will break at last, and they will tell you, I broke that glass. Mommy, I'm sorry, I broke that glass. But this guy was not even trying to do any of that. So I go back inside, and then I have people that I've had invited to the event, and some of the people were really impressed by the speech that I had given. So they wanted to engage me so that I come and give speeches at their respective organizations. So now I'm the girl in that moment. I'm mingling with the right people at the right time. And in my head, I'm like, he really missed an opportunity to be seen performing by a minister, guys. Like, that's a big deal here in Botswana, honestly, because it can be really life-changing for you. You just never know who's watching, and you just never know who is there, you know. And then he's like, I should take him home. And I'm like, okay, no, sweetie, I should take you home. Just wait here. Now let me go and get busy inside with my things that I'm doing. Guys, I swear to God, he sat there for over 30 minutes. And now I was busy inside. Like, he even refused to come and get food, guys. There was a buffet. There was food. He refused to come and get food for himself. And I was like, no, I'm not going to bother. I'm not even going to bring you a drink or anything, because you're not even going to take it because of your pride or whatever it is that you have inside of you. I did not bother myself, guys. If he's not willing, now back to anything. And then the time came for me to take him home. And then I went with my baby cousin. And in the car, guys, when I tell you that this was one of the longest drives of my life, I swear to God, it was one of the longest drives in my life. And, like, you're just in the car with someone, you're not talking. And I'm saying to him, I'm poking him, why did you do all of this? And he's just there, he's not trying to talk. And I'm like, okay, so we're gonna be sitting here, driving to your house, and you're not even trying to talk to me, and you're not even trying to explain yourself, apologize, nothing, zero. So what now? Like, everything has just vanished like that. Like, our working relationship has just vanished like that. Like, you're not even trying to do anything about anything. Guys, he was texting me. I'm like, dude, you didn't communicate. And mind you, when he's showing me this, I can see what he deleted my number. He deleted my number because my number is no longer saved in his phone. And the only thing I'm seeing is, like, my number, literally. Like, my number is just there. Yeah, plus 267, and then my number is just there. And then I realized, Sianu Gang deleted my number. And I was cool with it, honestly. At that point, I was just so fed up by his attitude and whatever it is that he was giving me. And then, you know what's crazy? What's crazy is when I'm dropping him off at his house. So he stays in flats. And I know where he parks all the time, because in flats, you have a specific parking, right? So I know where he usually parked, and because that's the spot that I usually use to park at when I'm having to pick him up, and maybe his parents or anyone is using the car, I would park on that spot. So he's like, no, don't put me inside the flats. Just drop me outside the flats. And I'm like, oh, Sanwikeng is lying. Like, that was just at the point where I was like, Sanwikeng is lying to me. Sanwikeng is lying to me. Sanwikeng is lying to me because he knows on the parking lot. He was lying about this whole car puncher thing because the car is in the parking lot. Okay? He is late for the performance because of something that he didn't communicate. And it's something that I would have understood because you're trying to get your masters. But communicate, my nigga. Communicate. No, I drive off. And you know what's crazy? Last week, guys. Was it last week or this week? I was going through my contacts and then I saw his number and then I deleted it. Like, I was only deleting his number now. And this thing happened like in November 2022. And right now it's like June 2023. And I only deleted his number in 2023 June. Not because of anything. Like, it was just there, and then, yeah, I just only got to delete his number by then. So yes, guys, that's exactly what Sanwikeng did to me. He betrayed me on it. I was like, why is he so immature? Like, why is he acting like this? Like, why? I was so angry. I was so angry, and I think what really pissed me off even more was the fact that I was trying to get to him and try to understand where he was coming from, but he was not trying to open up and talk. So yeah, that's what happened with Seanugeng, guys. Only for me to find out he actually made me unfollow him on Instagram. Like, I didn't directly unfollow him. He did that. He made it from his account, I should unfollow him. Something like that. But he still follows me. That's the crazy part. He still follows me on Instagram, but he made me unfollow him. And then I shared this story with one of my girls. She's actually a YouTuber. And then she just related to me. No, I know this person. I used to school with him. And he's just like that. And I was like, oh, 1 + 1 is 2. So yeah, my friend was the one, I'm the other one, and then we made it 2. So I think we now need to get onto the lessons from such instances. Number one, I think that such instances shouldn't actually change you from who you are as an individual. You just need to continue being great and shining your light with everyone despite of how they treat you. And for me, I think it will actually never stop me from mingling with other creatives and, you know, just making connections with myself and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, as a creative, you cannot create alone. Number 2, I think that it's not everyone who gives you what you see. Like, when I saw Seanugeng, I saw a man of God, because we used to talk about God. He's actually like a musician at that church and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, no, ne, Seanugeng, goody thought. But yeah, no, I'm not trying to say he's a bad person or anything. No, guys, maybe it was just this experience with me, and he's actually much greater to other people, but with me, I was the unfortunate one. So I think in most cases, what you see and what you hear people speaking about, it's not actually what you get. And I think that was just my instance with him, and I'm really fine with it because he wasn't practicing what he was saying at all. Like, he wasn't. The final and third lesson that I think I got from this whole instance is the fact that not everyone is like you, of course, but then also not everyone will always want to, you know, achieve the same goals as you, mainly because of the fact that we're not the same. Honestly, for me, it would have been a big deal to perform in front of a minister and other stakeholders that my mom works with. And I had told him this prior to the performance. Yeah, no, these are the kind of people who my mom works with. These are the kind of people who attend my mom's events. So for him, maybe it was just an instance of, I don't care whether I perform in front of them or not. So yeah, Botswana's creative industry is very small. But Botswana's creative industry is very small, guys, and I really know that I'm going to bump into Seanugeng one of the days, because I'm also always seeing him in one of the dancers here in BW who have dance classes that I also aspire to attend, you know. So obviously I'm gonna bump into him some way, somehow, and he's also into what I am into, in the sense that he also studied it at my school. So I'm bound to find him in a certain set that I'll be working at. Like, child, we're gonna bump into each other some way, somehow. And I know that for sure with me, I'm gonna keep it cool. I'm gonna keep it professional. I'm gonna keep it moving, because that's exactly who I am. And he is whatever. I don't want to mention what he really does, but yeah, no, he is into these things. So whatever it is that I'm gonna find him there doing, guys, now I'm just gonna keep it cool, get my bag, move on with my life. Hey yo, what do you do? What's up? But if he decides to hold back and not even communicate or anything, guys, now I'll just say hi, and then yeah, that'll be it. That he actually even deleted the video that the work that we did together for our socials. No, I didn't delete it on my side. Why would I? Because, you know, the owner of that song may see the song and be like, I want you to come and perform it at one of my shows. What's gonna happen with him? Is he going to refuse? And that's actually a very, very big artist, guys. Like, that's a very, very, very big African artist. So you never know who's watching your work. Like, if that artist sees that video and they're like, I want you to come and perform this song of mine, this choreo that you did at my show. I mean, of course, if Akhana will find someone to work with, and then life goes on. But yes, guys, that's actually the end of the video. This is where my drink is currently at, and I've been eating off camera, honestly. I don't want to lie, because like I said, I'm not really good with this thing of eating on camera, and this food is actually good. I'm gonna finish off everything from here. Guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this story time, because I actually enjoyed filming it. It's been bugging me for such a very long time, and I'm glad that I actually got it out. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to leave a comment on the comment section if you've ever actually experienced this in your work or anything, or even in your friendships. I mean, friendships also fail because of such small things, guys. So if you have any experience, please comment down below and let me know your experience, okay? And if you made it to the end of the video, please comment with this emoji right here. I'm gonna leave it right here, so please comment with this emoji. And guys, until my next video, please stay safe. I love you guys so much. Bye.